All right, well, I guess the Wi-Fi that I pay for through Spectrum is not good enough to handle a live video on its own, so I had to turn cellular back on. So we will start this whole gig over. I'll let a couple of you guys join back, but I'll repeat everything again since we lost the first video. Online auction ends in 13 days and some hours. You can visit DothanEstateSales.com, or you can see the link in the description of this video. I'm down low so that you can see the items that we are showing and the ones behind me. Sorry about the loss of that. I figured we wouldn't have any interruptions if I turned cellular data off, but apparently we need cellular data. So here we are. Let's see if this works again. You would think Verizon and my internet provider would be able to handle this, but apparently not. I'm going to go over the items up here. Forgive me if I mispronounce anything or have anything wrong. I'm not an expert. I gather all the information I find and I put it out there. Everything you're seeing here and everything in the auction, you can come by our business location Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 5, and you can put your hands on anything you want to. I want you to bid with confidence, know what you're getting. No surprises here. I've gone through every firearm. I have cleaned them all. There's a couple that I had to soak, such as these right here, because they were just too corroded, might not even be worth anything, but you know, I figured I'd clean them up a little bit. Everything's well oiled, and if there's any kind of caveat to the operation of the firearm, I'll be sure to point that out as much as I can. I mean, it's more than obvious. Some of these are very old, but with that said, be sure to come by and check these out if this does not suffice for your bidding pleasure. So I'll start back again with the antique military and civilian weaponry. This is our Belgium 6-shot revolver. And when I did my research on these, some of these I had to go by patterns on the gun, the style of the gun, and had to match them up. I believe on this one, what I had to do was I had to remove the grip, and there are markings under the grip, and that's how I identified this one. There was one I wasn't able to identify at all. There are 0 markings and just nothing really came back. Everything is functional. Everything works. We got a double action. Wish I had some, you know, some ammo to put in here. I'm sure about all of these would fire. I wouldn't be hesitant. Maybe this one. It's got a little curved barrel to it, but yeah. So we got this. And I'll let you look at the shape. I noticed in some of the pictures, even though we use tons of light, it's still kind of dark. See, everything pulls out. I've taken every gun apart. So yeah, some great work on that one. All right, and right here, we've got what I found to be a Bulldog hammerless revolver. As you can see, just got on any Civil War. Well, let's get to that one. I think I have a Civil War one, but like I said, I'm not an expert, so I'm hoping there's an expert out there. The Bulldog, the trigger is broken on it. It seems to operate other than that. It is quite pitted, as you can see. I have taken it apart. Yeah, you can even see right here. You know, it probably wouldn't fire. Don't expect it to go for much, but it's part of my job to sell everything I'm given. There you go. Next one I have is, let's see, a .320 caliber Belgian Bulldog revolver. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I may be wrong, but everything seems to work on it. Well, let's see. I believe you push up on the trigger, and then it will fire. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work, but the barrel's pretty pitted. I doubt you could fire it safely, but that is what it is. No markings on that I could find. I have a feeling they're probably on the barrel, but due to the pitting, Can't see it. Now this is one of my favorites. The Belgium, if I say this right, Flobert 6mm parlor gun. And I don't know if you can tell, and I may be off, but it almost looks like there's just the slightest bow on this barrel across here. It looks like there's some tool markings, as you can see, where it looks like maybe a vise or something has held this before. I want you to see that. But as far as everything else, I mean, this baby probably shoots. She operates well. Handle looks original. It's pretty cool. And it's marked right here on the side. Did my research on that. And it's just a cool piece. I've never seen one like this. Be a great piece for any collector's collection. All right. And next, we have Italian, I might say this wrong, Marola. Let's see, did I get that right? It says pinfire revolver. That can't be right. I don't think this is a pinfire. I might have added in one too many words in there. But it's clearly marked on the side here, and it does have a number. It cleaned up quite well. It was a little, the buildup was kind of heavy around here, so I cleaned that. As you can see, I didn't mess with the back. Now, the only thing I've noticed with this firearm is that, of course, you unscrew everything here and it all comes apart. But see right here, I can't fire it. And what it appears is that right in here, the firing pin pushes in too far. So it looks like when it is loaded, the end of the rounds would actually hold the cylinder far apart, provide enough gap where that firing pin would allow this to spin. Because when I put some rounds in there, it goes without a problem. I haven't fired it, and I don't have a round that'll fit it snugly, but that seems to be what the issue is here. It's a double action. No issues there. Taking this one apart, everything looks fine. Goes back together well. It did have some corrosion in the barrel, but I was able to clean that out. It would be something where you would have to check to see if it would ever fire again, as we do not fire anything that is questionable or antique. We leave that up to you. All right, so next you talk about Civil War. And this is from my research. From what I understand, I can't remember if they were bought over by the French or sent by the French to the Union or the Confederate troops, but this is what I have found to be and now pardon my southernness, a La Fauché pinfire Liege, made in Liege, France, revolver. And from my research, what I can understand is that if they are single action, they were for military use, military, police, maybe just military. And if they are double action, they were for civilian use. The lock works for loading. This one works perfectly. If I had the ammo for this one, I would have no problem firing this. It only fires one way. It doesn't lock. You have to pull the trigger, and it fires, spins every time. So do your research. It does have, it is numbered. It does have a serial number on there, and everything seems to match. I believe there's a couple serial numbers on it. So that's a unique one, and I believe it might be quite valuable if it is the single action model that was issued for the Civil War or brought over for the Civil War. And like I said, you may find that my information does not match what you have, but hey, let me know. Give me a call or comment on here and we'll take a look at it. This one right here, no markings whatsoever. It's the double barrel pinfire pistol. The handle has been repaired. When I went to take this apart, someone had put toothpicks down in it to get the screws to stay, so that kind of gives you an idea of what we're working with. It's fully operational. as you can see. The barrel's pretty clear of debris. I've got it well oiled. I can only take this one apart so much, as you can see, as these are not screws. Only screws on this gun are in the grip. I couldn't really take it apart more than this, and I didn't want to and risk damaging it. But it's a cool little pistol, and it does a half cock and a full cock, and very unique. I'm sure that would look good in someone's collection as well. Just take a look at it. All right, and then we got the hand cannon right here. The Belgian 50 caliber British Constabulary revolver. If I said that and butchered it, hey. Everything works great on this one. It's in not that bad of a shape, and man, I'm telling you what, that's a hand cannon right there. Marked on the top. These were pretty easy to research and find what they were. Everything's clear, clean. I think it's just the age of the gun and probably used a lot. Great pistol, in my opinion. I'd like to own it, but I don't need anything that old and that big. But there's that one. All right, and then we have a 1960s Smith & Wesson 38 Special. This is a model 15-2 on a K-frame, which makes it a military and police issue. It's in great shape. All the bluing is good. The grip is good. You know, there's not really that many flaws on it. I have fired this one, so there are no issues whatsoever. You're getting a good gun. Many, many years still left on it. Double action, ready to go. All right, so let me slide these off, and we will take a look at the long guns. Thank you for those of you who are still with me today. I'm hoping you're interested in some of these. All right, let me change my paperwork, and let's start with the Winchester lever action. We've got it right here. So what we have here is a 30-30 Model 94 Winchester lever action rifle. It works without flaw. I have fired this one as well. As you can see, you know, it's lost its bluing, especially around the receiver. The barrel could use a little work. I don't scrub, I don't steel wool, anything like that. You're getting it pretty much in the condition I get it in, unless I can improve the value by cleaning it more. I think this is what it is. It's a great little gun. Grew up with a 30-30, my very first rifle, loved it. So these are great for a kid or just out shooting, as hold a good bit of rounds and they're fun to shoot. Very good for brush, thick stuff. So, smooth action, nice gun, top ejection, pretty cool. Hooded sights. All right, on to the next one. Next we have a German WWII 98 bolt action rifle. I think I'm getting this one right. There you go. And this does have German markings on it. What is it? Third Reich? I can't remember what it's called. You know, the eagle with the, yeah. I can't say some things on the internet. It has the original sling still intact. It does not have the bayonet with it. Everything works flawlessly. I've pulled out the bolt. The gun was kept well greased. It is dated 1940 on the top. It has numbers all over it. 6818. It has matching numbers from the sights, the rear, the front, the bolt, the trigger guard, everything. All the numbers match on it. I don't know if that's important for collectors, but just wanted to point that out. And it also, now it's the other one that has the cleaning rods in the butt. But great rifle. Have not shot this one, but you're more than welcome to come check it out. Like I said, this one is a 1940 model 98 bolt action, and it might be older than that. It's just engraved on the very top here, 1940, as you can see. And let me see if I can turn it around to those stamps for you. Let's check it out. It looks like I'm losing everybody. Oh well. Yeah, right around in here are your right marks, I believe they're called. So yeah. Let's see. On to the next one. I know this is probably boring, guys. The next one is a Beretta Gardone 6.5 bolt action rifle. Right here. Bayonet works. Has the bayonet. So this one is marked caliber 6.5, 1941-XX. Smooth. It does not have a magazine. Did not come with a magazine, so that is one thing to point out. It does not have a sling. All of the numbers match on this one. 6480 on the buttstock, sights, bayonet, everything is correct. Let's see here. And in the back, I don't have a tool, but there are three, I believe it shows in the pictures, you'll find there's 3 parts to the cleaning rod. There's no handle, anything like that. It's just the 3 parts of the cleaning rod. Beretta 6.5. Let's see where we're going next. All right. We've got the 22 Magnum. Don't see many of these. It is a Marlin 925M 22 Magnum bolt action with the Nikon 3x9x40 Pro Staff scope on it. Flawless, in excellent condition. Has the magazine. I believe I have 2. I know I at least have 1 extra magazine for this one. Everything's just cleaned, oiled up. That's all I had to do to it. No issues with the 22 mag. Don't see too many, like I said. So good gun right here. I'm interested in this one, so never know. Hope you get it, because I don't need it. My little boy might need it though. All right, let's go next. Next we got the Remington Nylon 22, and this is probably the second rarest. I believe the first is in green. We've got here, this one's in Apache black. This one is flawless. It was very well kept. There's very few, I mean maybe a few minor scratches on the stock. The receiver's flawless, the barrel's flawless. It is in excellent condition. Great shooting rifle, rare rifle as the color. Shouldn't go wrong with this. I own 2 nylons, not in black though. I've got the not so desirable brown versions. So yeah, great nylon. Be sure you check that one out. And let's see what we have next. We have a Savage Model A22 rifle, and this one looks cool. End of the barrel's threaded for a can. It's got a tap on it. You've got your rail up top. There are other parts that come with this. You can see in the pictures, there's a couple other magazines, couple add-ons like a lower rail. Great gun. Good for target shooting or just out pinging some cans, whatever you do. Cleaned up well, very well taken care of. Same owner as the Nylon 22. All of Colonel's guns were in excellent condition. He was very particular about his firearms and took very good care of them. All of them were kept indoors in a climate-controlled safe. So there's our Savage. And it looks like it's on a 1022 because that looks identical to my magazine for my 1022. I didn't do enough research into it. It is what it is. I can look it up at any time. All right, let's see. Next we have the Remington Model 552 Speedmaster 22 long rifle, short. Here we go. This is what I grew up shooting. This one, again, this was owned by the Colonel. Excellent condition. The stock is flawless. Everywhere. There's a little bit of, normal scratches around the receiver. Everything works good. I grew up shooting one of these things. These are pretty quick. Mine never looked this great, as it was a family member's, and it was just for the kids to shoot. But if you've got a kid or just need a good 22, this one right here is a good affordable one, and it's almost like getting a new rifle. Great if you like the wood grain. Great condition. All right, next we have the Kimber Model 82 Government Single Shot 22 Long Rifle Bolt Action. This one's pretty cool. Very heavy gun. I think you would do some major target practice with this, as it's got the big old bull barrel on it. It's got some major sights. It's got open sights. I bet this is a great little shooting gun. Short bolt. I haven't gotten around to shooting it. Have the paperwork on this one, as I did the Savage. You'll just have to go research this one. Not too hard to find them out there, so you know if you're getting a good deal or how much you want to pay. But come check this one out. Kimber is it's a nice piece. Wouldn't mind owning this one as well. All right, and next is my new favorite. We have what is called an Avenger Charged Pneumatic Air Rifle. It comes with the pump, and today I found the bipod. There was a rail that we had in a bag that I found where it went, and so the bipod connects to the bottom. I don't know what this is. I guess a little sound reducer. It's a 177 pellet gun, but yeah, so I don't know what purpose that really serves. It's got a big old scope on it. Actually, I'm sorry, not 177. This is a 22 caliber. And let's see if I can set this thing up. Let me see here. So it comes with the pump, as you can see. I'm sure if you're bidding on it, you know what you're bidding on. And it also comes with a couple little magazines. I think they're more like clips. Little cylinders you slide in here where you can rotate them. You pump it up with air. So yeah. So that's about all I wanted to show. Sorry if I bored you guys. Don't forget to go check out the sterling silver and the coins. On the sterling silver alone, we've got the weight of all of the lot. So if it says 210 grams in the title, then that means that lot is 210 grams worth of sterling. Of course, anything with stainless, such as the knives, those are going to be different. And we didn't put the weights on those because we know only the handles are wrapped in sterling silver, so that's about all the silver you're getting. Please, I ask you to come in and check out any of these items. We also have some old ammunition from World War II. They're dated 1938 Mauser rounds. Let's see, 8mm. We've got 10 boxes of those. I just thought those were pretty unique, maybe a little collectible. And be sure to check out the pins and badges. Lots of German ones, lots of high dollar pins and badges. Do your research. I've put the titles on them. It's easy to Google search an image on there. You just right click, search Google, and you can verify the information that I put on there. But a lot of those go anywhere from $100 up to $500. So be sure to check those out. And I appreciate you watching my video of my little preview of our firearms. Auction ends in 13 days, so be sure to check us out. We've got some estate sales scheduled. I know we kind of took a break there, had to have a breather and take a vacation. But we've got one coming up at the end of the month to be a picker sale, and then we've got them every month. We got a bunch of them coming up, and also we have more online auctions all over the place. So be sure to check those out. And if you're into world coins, come see me. I've got a whole lot of world coins I have to put up for auction, and maybe I could use your help. But other than that, thank you for watching. Be sure to comment here or message us if you have any questions about anything you saw in the video tonight. Appreciate it, guys.